Welcome back to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we have an exciting lineup featuring two talented Hollywood stars, Margot Robbie and Greta Gerwig. We'll also dive into the highly anticipated film Barbie, set to release in July 2023. Margot Robbie, an Australian actress, has captivated audiences worldwide with her remarkable performances. From her breakout role as Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad to her Oscar-nominated portrayal of Tonya Harding in Hi, Tonya, Robbie's talent knows no bounds. Her ability to bring complex characters to life is truly mesmerizing, making her a sought-after actress in the industry. Greta Gerwig, an acclaimed writer and director, has made significant contribution to the world of cinema. Known for her authentic storytelling and female-centric narratives, Gerwig has garnered critical acclaim for films like Lady Bird and Little Women. Her creative vision and dedication to telling diverse stories has established her as a prominent figure in the industry. Set to hit theaters in July 2023, the upcoming film Barbie is set to redefine the iconic characters and the world that she inhabits. This modern retelling takes a bold approach by incorporating empowering themes and thought-provoking narratives. The story revolves around Barbie, a young woman who embarks on a journey of self-discovery, challenging societal norms and embracing her individuality. Through her adventures, she learns the importance of inner strength, inclusivity, and the true meaning of beauty. Barbie transcends the typical expectation of a children's movie by delivering powerful messages that resonate with viewers of all ages. This film teaches us the significance of embracing our unique qualities and celebrating diversity. It emphasizes that beauty comes in various forms and sizes, promoting self-acceptance and body positivity. Furthermore, Barbie encourages breaking free from societal stereotypes. The combination of Margot Robbie's incredible talent, Greta Gerwig's creative direction, and the empowering messages by the film Barbie make this upcoming release a must-watch. Get ready to embark on a journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and embracing individuality.
I really wanted to work with Greta. Love her as
Why did you choose me?
Because I love you and you know it. No, I had seen, as soon as I saw Lady Bird, I think I tried to get a meeting with Greta. I really wanted to work with her, was trying to find a project to do with her. So we met and we talked, and I was prepared to be intimidated by this smart indie director. I'd seen the movies that she's acted in, all very cool, quirky, highbrow. I just thought, I'm just like, I hope she doesn't think I'm, not cool. It's very evident in her work that she can, that she's very, very intelligent. You can feel that in how her scripts and stories and characters are constructed and how they kind of come at you and it still feels real. It doesn't feel heady, but you can tell there's a lot of thought behind it. And there's a lot of heart, most importantly. And the humor is there and the humor lands. And that's already, that's a hat trick that's hard to pull off already. But for me, she just does that just so exquisitely, and then on top of that, it's constructed in a well-made film. It's just, you can tell that everything had intention behind it, and it's just a real film. The word Barbie is just already globally recognized, and people feel really strongly about Barbie. Some people love Barbie, some people have a lot of problems with Barbie, but everyone has an associated memory with Barbie, whether they kind of felt ambivalent or indifferent about her, they still remember her. She was kind of omnipresent, I think, in nearly everyone's childhood. It seems like over the last 64 years, it hasn't taken much for Barbie to ignite conversation or sometimes, revolutions or protests. It's very, I don't know, there's something about Barbie that just always kind of blows things up. And I just thought we could do something exciting with it if we paired it with the right person.
All of that feeling that Margot was talking about, of people loving it, hating it, not, just all of that kind of emotion directed around it, that felt both there's story in that, and it felt terrifying because it felt you can really, there's a lot of places you could put a foot wrong and then you'd be off on a terrible tangent.
I absolutely have respect for anyone that can make a toy sustained popularity for 60-something years. That's incredible. And tons of people, you know, there's thousands of employees and people who've poured their lives into Barbie and the brand. I would never want to do them a disservice. And there's tons of fans out there, you know, who love Barbie. I wouldn't want to do them a disservice either.
Most certainly is a feminist film. And I think the sort of...
To me, it's like, that's like one slice of the pie. Like, it's so...
It's pretty big.
It's a big slice, but like, I don't know. I know it. I also wouldn't call it a funny film, because then that discredits the fact that it's got a lot of heart and it's got a lot of emotion and it's got a lot of like movie references, you know, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, it is funny. That is a huge part of it. It's a comedy.
Right.
But if you just call it a funny film, you almost make it sound like it doesn't have a lot going on, and it does.
Well, I mean, like, this is sort of, when we talk about this stuff, it almost sounds silly, because you start talking about Barbie and Ken, and then you're having very serious discussions about Barbie and Ken. But it's like, I mean, I think to whatever that sort of like, it's also a humanist film. Because it's like the humanity, insofar as you can call it, of like Barbie and Ken is what's paramount in the film. And at the beginning of the movie, you know, Ken is a person with no status in this world. So in this kind of reversed world, that person who has no status is in a completely untenable place long term. Just the existence of this film in the way that it does is pretty incredible. What the story is of the movie, it feels sort of unbelievable that it's been made. But I think it's feminist in a way that includes everyone. It's like it's a rising tide lifts all boats version of it.
Yeah, I think some people hear the word feminist means that doesn't mean men, and I'm like, well,
it does mean men.
Anyone who believes men and women should be equal is feminist.
It's that simple. Barbie is like an icon that, as Margot was speaking to, that it's both. She exists in the both and, not the either or. She's not either good or bad, or, you know, is that diving into the complexity of it and not running away from it, but like looking at all the thorniness and stepping into it, and also looking at all the thorniness and stepping into what is the negotiation of what women need to be.
I actually, when I got asked the other day, like, is Barbie a feminist? I was like, well, she's actually like the level up from that, because if you look at Barbie Land at the beginning, like the Barbies are on top and the Kens are kind of disregarded. So I was like, well, that's not equal.
No, right.
So whatever the opposite of misogynist is, actually Barbie's like. So towards the end, when they balance things out, then it might be feminist. But actually, it's like beyond feminist.
But then
the power dynamic is in the favor of the Barbies to begin with.
Exactly. But then, not to give too much away, but then like the human character of, I will say, Gloria, played by the brilliant America Ferrera, also articulates some stuff about what this negotiation is. I think for me, I've seen this movie obviously more than anyone else on planet Earth, and I'm still touched by that ability for a woman to look at another woman and say, "You're good enough."